Hello everyone, welcome to Cornflower Crafts. I'm Corn, and I've got a giveaway that I'm going to announce, but probably towards the end of our little chat. A lot of times on Wednesdays I like to get together with y'all. Usually I'm up in the craft room and working on something and just chatting away, and some of my subbies are just the sweetest, and they said they like that. So I thought I need to take a break anyway, and I thought let me take a break with y'all. And I'm still working on painting. I have a piece of furniture that I painted in chalk paint, but it's got the wax on now, and this is the wax by Waverly. It's got the clear wax on it, and it says give it 24 hours before you buff it. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm all about the directions, because I figured they went through all of the experimenting to know what's right to do with it. So I've got a little time before I have to go buff that. I thought, let us sit down. I think, is it tea for Tuesday? Tuesday teas? I know I've gone through this before, and I've been corrected in the comments below. I think it's tea for Tuesday, where darling people sit down and have a cup of tea. Excuse me. Well, I can't drink tea anymore, so I can't join in on that. But I know some people don't always drink tea, but you know how I am. I'm such a rebel. I've got words for Wednesday. That's what I figure mine's going to be. But I think I'd feel a little bit silly having my tea cup and salsa here with almond milk in it, you know what I'm saying? Or water. Those are the two things I drink these days. But there's nothing silly about branching off, is it? But anyway, I just being silly talking about, but I did think about that this morning, and I thought, well, what are you going to have, words for Wednesday? Now, Hanson was super shocked when he was collecting last week for, when there's trash day, and then we collect everything, get everything together the night before we set the cans out and stuff. And there's always, I have two trash cans, and yes, they're pink, in the craft room, and one is for recycle and one is for real trash. And Handsome always goes in there, and he's always shocked, or mostly shocked, because of the paper recycling one, and all my little scraps and teeny tiny pieces that I couldn't even put together to make an embellishment, And then when I'm working on my gnomes, he's like, whoa, with all my little bits and pieces of felt and fabric and stuff like that. Well, he went in, and he went, I could hear him. He was upstairs. He said, whoa. And I was like, you okay? What's wrong? And he said, nothing. There's nothing in your trash cans. And I said, I haven't been in the craft room for 2 weeks. I think that's the longest for me in a few years. I really do. Because as most of y'all know, you've heard me say it before, the craft room is where I go to not only create, but also, and I've heard a lot of y'all say it also, therapy. It's the kind of therapy, But, excuse me, I don't have a cold, but my allergies are acting up, and I'll be, you know how that goes if you've got allergies in the spring and the fall. And, anywho, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So I've been doing, as you all saw in one of my videos, I've been doing the chalk paint and everything. And what I've been doing is taking items that I already had, and some of them for years and some of them for just a little bit, well, just a couple of years, and then others at a thrift store. And I said there was 2 that I hadn't finished yet, and this is what I did we did this together in a video. We painted him or her. I think females can have horns too, and certain kinds of cows. I don't know. All I know is I like cows. I don't know, you know, a lot about them. I just think they're cute, and I want to kiss one of them right there. That's all. But anyhow, I had made this color of turquoise, and I had said that I wanted to put the white wax on it. And the thing is, when it comes to waxing, the wax clear and white and antique by Waverly is a liquid. It's not the paste. And I liked it in here, but I ended up, it came out more, and you can still see some of it left in there from the first part. It came out more creamy, and I wanted white. Excuse me. So I took some of my, just a little bit of the white chalk paint by Waverly too, and mixed it in with the wax, and I was happier with that. I just wanted this not to be so stark against this. So I was happy with how this came out, and so was Handsome. Handsome says that looks, he liked the way it looked too. The other pieces that I put up in the kitchen, it just really lightened things, because with my other pieces, they were dark. Well, this was dark too, and so dark that, I don't know, it just, putting the pastels and the whites lightened it up a lot, and that, it made me happy because that's what I was going for. Now this goes in the laundry room slash storage slash, well, I don't know, it's got a little bit of everything in the laundry room. I think that before they brought the washer and dryer upstairs, the previous owners, I think that used to be like, it's not a mud room, but because it's got cabinets in it too. Cabinets that are metal cabinets from the 50s, 40s or 50s, y'all, that I chalk painted also a few years back. And then I've also chalk painted the cabinets in the bathroom, or half bath, downstairs. And those are plenty. Those are from the 70s, I'm going to say, early 70s maybe. Late 60s, early 70s. And those guys, whew, that was a lot of work, but that was chalk paint also. But you know what's weird? I'm too not chicken, but I'm too shy or what have you to paint the kitchen cabinets in chalk paint, or to paint them at all, because I do a lot of painting the walls and on the outside of the house and basement. I've been doing that for years. But I think the reason why is because even though we have we're vegetarians, except I think y'all know Handsome, he still eats creatures of the sea. I don't do that. Excuse me. But we still fry things, y'all. I mean, even our fake meat, which is soy or pea protein based or pea based. Excuse me. It's you know, we still fry it, and you know how that goes. That olive oil can, you know what I mean, gets all over everything. And I know people are going to say, now, corn, what you need to do is you need to scrub it with this, and scrub them all down with this, and this first, then do this, then do this. I know exactly what I'm supposed to do, I promise you. It's just, to me, once all that work is done, I'm still going to be frying things, you know what I mean? And I would want my cabinets to stay clean. So I think that's why I put that off, even though I personally think the kitchen would look 100% better with white cabinets, personally. But that's something I haven't done. But this was in what I call, quote unquote, the laundry room. And that's farmhouse decorated. And I have this huge cow, metal cow that Handsome got me something like 20 years ago in there. And, well, not huge, but large. It's home decor piece, but it's good size. It's up on one shelf. And then, you know how the shelves in the farmhouse, what was this, 5 years ago, I guess, had the metal pipes. Well, that's on one level of the shelf with the metal pipes, and then this was on the second one. And this, I like how it lightened, the white, and this is more like a taupe here. And what I was going to do was just mask all the white and, of course, the clock face, and then put the antique wax on the top and the bottom, and then also take some of my other chalk paint and dip it in a very hard bristle brush and flick, paint on it and stuff. That's what I had in mind. But when I was painting it, I thought it looked so good with the clock face. I was like, no, I'm not doing anything else. And it wasn't me being lazy. I just liked it like it was. I didn't want to make it any darker, because it would have been a little bit darker. So those are the two pieces I told y'all I was still going to be working on. Like I said, then I have a furniture piece I'm working on. And I'm also doing my spring cleaning. Y'all. I'm exhausted. This old gray mare ain't what she used to be because, y'all, I am tired. I really am. I've been working when I get my shower and all that stuff. After that, just start working and then take a break for lunch and then right back at it and then break for dinner and then right back at it until Handsome and I get together an hour before bedtime and hang out. And sometimes I'm still doing, with my hand working on something, then too. And I'm like, boy, I'm exhausted, but I still don't sleep through the night. So you'd think being that tired, I'd sleep through the night, but I don't. So anywho, so I thought I would come on and say hey, and daggone it, I was going to ask y'all how you all were doing right away, and I didn't do it again. I apologize for that. That's rude. I should ask you right away how y'all are doing. How y'all doing? Good and happy and healthy, I hope. And then, like I said, I have some dies for a giveaway. Now, my last few giveaways have not been a success, I guess you would say. But some people entered, so I guess it was a success, but it hadn't been popular. That's what I should say. They haven't been popular. But I thought maybe these might be. I don't know. This is, it's 2 die sets. Well, actually, one is just, let me see, this one is just 1 die. No, it is not. It is 5. 5 in one and 5 in the other. There we go. So you get 10. Gee, Corn can do math sometimes. Oh, I'm going to show them to you first, and then I'll give you the rules, and the rules haven't changed much. This one, of course, is by Sizzix, and it, to me, is more modern, and to me, I see these dies used with mixed media big time, but I also see this one. How gorgeous would this be on the side of a journal with roses, looking like a trellis, I think. But as you see, brand new, never been used, and there's some of the sizes there. Okay, so there's these guys, and it does say 5. Okay, and then the other one, let me see, who's this put out by? The company. Well, anyway, it says it's put out by Leonie Bourgeois. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. This is called Funky Heart and Lovely Bubbles. I like Funky Heart. And I think it's so cute when it says it's not the actual size. This is. That's a big one, isn't it, y'all? See the bubbles and the little scrolls or curly cues, depending on where you live, what you call them. Okay. So there's the 2 or the 10 dies or 2 die sets in this giveaway. Can you see them? No. I'll hold them up. Here we go. Okay. So what you need to do in order to enter this giveaway is you have to be 18 or older. You have to be a subscriber to my channel. You you don't have to give this video a thumbs up, but it would be very kind of you if you did. But you don't have to. I can't make y'all do nothing. And I don't wanna. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. I didn't even write anything down, y'all, and I'm so tired. 18 and older. Subscriber. If you do VRs, you do need to do a VR for this giveaway. Not if you do VRs, if you have content on your channel. And I've had several people do everything right, and these are the same people to enter one of my giveaways, but they don't do the VR. And I know that they have just certain videos on their channel, but that's part of, you know, what I would like you to do. Therefore, if you do have content on your channel and you would like to enter, you do need to do a VR. And you do need to write, if you're interested, you do need to write in the comments what you plan to do with these die cuts. I have had someone say, use them as die cuts. And I was like, well, yes, we know that, but what I'm asking is cards, journals, put them in your scrapbooks. You know, use the die cuts for your scrapbook, or use the die cuts for your planner even, or you know, just, and the reason, I'm not a real fan of just enter me. That's not my thing, never has been, because I don't get to know anything about y'all if you say just enter me. And this way, it kind of tells me what, you know, first off, some people aren't journal makers. They are strictly card makers, or they don't, you know what I mean? They don't branch out in the whole field of paper crafting, while others do it all. And then while others love their planners and they decorate their planners gorgeous way, I would use them in their planner. So that's why I'm asking. I'm not asking to try to find out everything about y'all. I'm just interested in your crafting, you know? So those 2, well, you cannot see them because of, but anyway, those are the 2 in the giveaway. So, as far as when I'm going to pick a winner, I don't have a date yet because, yes, I didn't even look at a calendar before I came in to film. So, roughly a couple of weeks, you know, and it won't be before a couple of weeks in case you're planning with your VR. But to be real honest, if you're going to do a VR, it would be much nicer to do it sooner rather than later while it's, you know, while it's still going on. And so people, if they're interested and don't know anything about it, would have a chance to enter. And I guess that's about all, y'all. I don't have anything extremely interesting to talk about or anything. And I will say this, after massive amounts of spring cleaning, you know what I'm talking about when you're going through things and you're like, excuse me, and you're like, okay, do I need this? Do I really need this? If I donate this, could somebody use it and be happy? You know, because as I said before, donating helps them, it helps you, and helps the next person out to receive it, and it helps the thrift stores helping others. So there's a whole lot of helping going on. So I'm doing that, and I'm just like going through everything, like saying, okay, Corn, does this have to be here? And then cleaning and cleaning and cleaning. So it's something I've been doing since I was a little girl, because when we were growing up, if you wanted an allowance, and it wasn't a big allowance at that, but if you wanted an allowance, you worked for it. You didn't just get it. No. All three of us had our chores to do. So cleaning isn't exciting for me like it once was. All these years and years of cleaning, it's like, yay! But as you all know, when it comes to spring cleaning, that's a heavy duty stuff. That's not that everyday stuff. It's whoo-wee. So I better get back to it, y'all, to be honest, because my first thing I've got to do is go buff that furniture piece so I can put that up, clean where it was sitting down deep, you know what I mean? Clean that up, put that back, and then get on with my spring cleaning. And I want to thank you all so much for joining me today, and I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye, everybody. Take good care.